Right, so we're back with our semi-regular BANLIST feature. This time we've got Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
Alright, Ryan.
I knew he was good as that. So yeah, this time we're sort of blending the two we've done before. So we're doing a prediction and a wish list to spice things up a bit.
Yeah, we're going to go over the actual prediction bit first.
Yeah, which makes sense.
The boring bit.
It is boring.
So what has everyone got for? Has anyone bought anything back to 3?
Double Iris.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Double Iris back to 3.
Red MD was another one, I think.
Red MD back to 3.
Roygeki.
Cards.
Not like Storm, man. It's actually fine.
I want to see Sekka's Light back to 3, and I think it's like reasonably reasonable. I don't know why they limited it. It was 37 monster burning abyss after
I think Sekka's Light is one of the most interesting cards they've ever made.
Yeah.
Because you have to like build your entire deck to like accommodate it, and then they limited it when they released Mystic Mine, which auto kills the Sekka decks.
It's the same as Grass. Like the only thing they've put in that involves a bit of innovation, and then they just ban it.
It actually like, changes how you build your like. Not
Grass,
cards like that exist.
Grass wasn't the problem, Snow was. But anyway.
Alright, if you.
I think another card that could come back is Gold Sark. With the Flunders coming out. That card's low-key really good in that deck.
I feel like Gold Sark could just be like outside of Flunders. It was banned because it limited because of Thunder.
Yeah.
Colossus is still banned, so why not have Gold Sark?
The semi-limits almost more boring than.
I just semi-limited E-telling. I think it's the only because I'm not even sure if it's. It's probably like a weird time at the minute because Virtual's actually like a good deck, so it'd be weird to bring a card back to make it better. But I just don't really think, even in E-telling, it's not like the best card ever. You still want to see the Virtual Worlds instead of it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Plus they've got the Punks coming out, which are like level 3 Psychic.
There's actually like a level 3 Psychic deck coming out, again.
That deck needs all the help it can get.
Is anyone else got any interesting semi-limiteds?
I just think we can have the Dangers back.
Dangers, yeah.
It's fine.
I put multi-roll as well because returning engaged to 1 has done sweet nothing. So
what did I say when it came back to 1?
Do you think that could be semi-limited?
I reckon multi-roll will come back.
I think every list now, I think we're going to see striker cards come back. Multi-roll to 2, next multi-roll to 3, anchor to 2, anchor to 3. What's the other one? Drones.
I feel like
That's never coming back.
I think if you bought engage back to 2, I think that's when it starts to become splashed.
Yeah.
Potentially. But I think multi-roll.
Does the OCG have it too though?
Yeah,
but that's
the
one orange.
Makes sense then.
1 drones.
Yeah.
1 drones.
I think they've got 2 anchor as well, I think.
2 anchor. Anyway, the limited, it's getting good.
I think there's so much for the limited that you can talk about, that's already on the list and not on the list.
Do you think for the limited there's so much you can talk about, but also there's nothing you can talk about, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I feel like there's...
It's weird.
What exactly do you hit in each deck? What are the actual power cards in each deck? Because I think, other than maybe Droidtron, all the decks are really fair in how they function.
They're not powerful,
yeah. But limited, I just limited Tenki just because I think it's the most sensible hit for Tri-Brigade, just because a lot of people said Fractal, but why not just hit Tenki and that way you take out the Zodiac.
What's your opinion on the people who want Revolt hit to 1?
It doesn't do anything.
I don't think it makes any sense.
Don't just play with 1 anyway.
I think
the only difference it makes is it makes you question if you want to use your desires or not. But if you're hitting a card and all it's doing is making you replace desires, it's not good enough.
I think a popular limit, and one I think is a really good hit for Tri-Brigade, is limiting the Charade. Because you say it doesn't stop the first turn board, but it does. So they can't.
Especially in the zoo.
Especially in the zoo. Well, it kills the zoo variant because they can't make the turn 1 Charade to search. It means that they may as well only run 1 Revolt because you're only going to get 1 good Revolt activation.
There's no way that they ban a card that's still
no limited.
Limited card.
It's not new. Next month. It's been out a year.
That's not holding code money terms, bro.
I don't know, man.
I had a Block Dragon. He wasn't.
That's an old card. That's an old card.
But
I think there doesn't need to be a neuter to Tri-Brigade.
I feel like it's just too easy to decide to play. Like it's got like not many faults. Like it's pretty powerful.
Super consistent.
It's got
Super cheap.
It's got the kill button. It's not hard to play either. Like
It's so linear. I love the deck. Like we brought the blind second Tri-Brigade, and it's so much fun. And now it's just I activate Fractal.
oh, is that a Vela? Oh, that's your turn.
Yeah, it's just such a boring deck.
Yeah, I don't think you can let it get away unscathed.
And all the players who play it are boring and smelly.
I think. Are we hitting prank kids?
What do you hitting prank kids?
Personally,
What do we hit in
I
brackets?
don't think
Players?
they need hitting, but realistically, if they were to hit something and still make it,
I think
maybe Dodo to 1.
we spoke a lot about this with Ash, who actually plays prank kids, and he was basically saying that you don't hit it because it's only circumstantially good.
Yeah, but to be fair, fuck Ash and fuck the chicken.
Yeah, so if prank kids do get hit, it's doodle to 1. Basically, what this does is it means that instead now of you just like losing to Ash like the deck does, it also means that you actually sort of lose to Impermanence by that.
Gives the deck a choke. Right?
Yeah, it means that like you're much more fragile.
Do you think they hit it now, or do you think they hit it in the January
It's weird, 'cause
before the Grand Creators come out?
This is what
And the Brave tokens.
It's only strong because everything else is not strong. That's why.
Maybe.
It's like the card that like made this deck good was the Link 1, but like I actually built this deck when that Link 1 came out, and because of the circumstances again, it was terrible because the format had Shen on every board, or it had Droidant on every board.
Or Calamity.
Yeah, so so you're just not even like playing. So like unless like if the format changes, like especially after Burst of Destiny, like can that deck play through that trap card?
To be not even the trap card. To be fair, like if Destroy Phoenix Enforcer becomes the goo,
Yeah, it's,
like Droidant was keeping it at bay for the longest time.
has Frankie's ever been hitting the OCG in the half of it?
No.
I don't know.
But then again, they've got a lot of Maxi as well.
I think it's one of those decks that like needs checking if there's a power shift. It was like Dino before, yeah. Like if there's a power shift, like it needs to be like.
Dino flopped, man.
I'm so happy that
Yeah,
I played
nobody
it.
played
How many
it.
times did the fresh format come and people were like, it's Dino's time, and it's like,
It was never the time, was it? Has anyone else got any limits?
Is this a wish list or what we think will
What we
happen?
think will happen?
Nah.
Do we think?
half, you might just be about to say this, but half wishlist and half realistic is Colossus.
It's never coming back with next.
Do you reckon?
It's just not coming back.
Do you
reckon?
It's just nuts, man.
One Colossus.
I put money on it.
One Colossus.
Just one.
Oh,
Give it to me.
I want it to come back. Like I love it.
I think
it's just not.
the Thunder Dragon's fine. One Colossus.
I think if they were going to bring Colossus back, it probably should have been last list so they could sell Ready Fusion.
If that form,
No.
for Colossus to come back here, the format needs to be on fucking fire.
It will be
It
next
needs to be
week.
cooled down with Colossus.
Will
like,
be.
But
literally.
even then, no, it doesn't even cool it down because you just put Colossus on your board as well. Because it's like that easy
To be fair, I forgot about that. Nemesis.
Little Thunder Dragon.
Corridor.
Yeah, the Nemesis.
Nemesis corridor.
We talk about that every fucking band.
You would just.
They're actually playing the LCG.
You would just.
Yeah.
Just to hit Colossus.
Yeah.
You'd run 3 corridor. It's searchable as well with flag, isn't it?
Ban section. There's like a lot to talk about in the ban because the likelihood is there's only probably going to be 1 or 0 bans. But
I don't think anything's that.
I've got quite a few cards that I think could possibly.
I think the
get banned.
consensus definitely is Imperial Order.
Yeah, I think
that card.
100%.
Maybe.
In this slower format, anyway, innit?
Maybe. I understand the arguments for it, but again, like, I don't think it's like the end of the world.
I feel like the problem is as well is that it's not bad against any, like the problem because it's not bad against any deck. You can just main deck it, and it means that because it's in your main deck, there are some game ones you'll just win the die roll and you win because of Imperial Order.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think as well, sometimes we tend to forget how sort of fickle we are as Yu-Gi-Oh players though. So like, this time last year, the format was on crack, calamities and everything, and we were like, God, we need some trap decks to slow the meta down.
And then
That's-
And now the meta's
No, but
slow.
that's not the trap. That's not the trap decks though, because we're on about a ghost.
But
and
the
stuff,
only-
like, actually, like
Yeah, but the only,
strong.
the only reason people want Imperial Order banned is because Tri-Brigade plays it. But if Tri-Brigade doesn't become a deck,
That's absolutely not the case.
No.
Have you
no
have
one's
you
asking for it to be banned before Tri.
have you ever seen how
Have you ever-
affecting Imperial Order?
Can we have a raise of hands who wants Imperial Order banned? Can we have a raise of hands who thinks Georgia Monk?
Can we have a raise of hand who's actually played over the past 3 weeks?
No, but like, the thing is with Imperial Order, like, I totally get the arguments to ban it, but at the same time I don't think it's that. Like, it's a one-off, it's non-searchable,
That is why it's sacky.
You're saying in the exact
there's
reason.
a difference though between a card being sacky and a card being that dominant and pervasive. It needs to be banned. And I don't know. I get. It's one of them where if it happened, I wouldn't be like, God, this is an injustice.
It says only you get to activate spells this duel. That's what it says.
Well,
I get what you mean though, because like
you know what I mean.
You can compare Imperial Order to Call by the Grave.
All right, then we'll play 8 games. Let me open Imperial Order every game, and then
But you don't open Imperial Order.
I'm just saying.
You don't know. If you had three Imperial Order and it was searchable, then yeah.
But it's fine.
Right? But it's fine.
So it does need to go with opening every game. Sometimes you have matches like that. Sometimes you have a day like that.
I'll be sure though. You can
That's
say,
what it needs
say
to
that
be.
about anything. Macro needs to go if you open it every game.
Who plays
Am I
Macro?
wrong? Am I wrong?
What were you saying about Call by the Grave?
I actually think
Truthfully,
it's
I'd
fucking
quite like that to get banned. It's insane.
I absolutely hate it.
It's another one of them. If it got banned, whatever, I get it. If it come back to 3, whatever, I get it.
Like, I just don't think there should be a card in the game. Like, because when you put hand traps in your deck, hand traps are not good cards. You use them so that you don't die going second, and then there's a card that just goes, you're dead.
Yeah, but it's 1 for 1.
It is 1 for 1, but it's
What
like,
shit.
I don't know, man, I just hate the card, it sucks.
I get it, like if
And then even if you don't get hand trapped, it's like a broken trap. What does it do?
I just don't think it's that bad. Like, there's definitely worse cards out there, man.
Do they ban it and then Designator comes out?
I think they're not releasing Designator because it's like, the card design is terrible.
Yeah, like that only exists in the OCG because of Maxi.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. I don't even think like Designator. Do you know when you see those OCG deck lists and it's 3 Designator and 7 one-offs?
Yeah.
You just want to be sick.
So you look like they're meant to play Hydroland here.
Yeah.
What are the like some? I think monsters are easy to talk about when it comes to banning cards because you might not draw your Imperial Order.
Like, just for the record, I get why like you want Imperial Order banned, and I wouldn't be upset if it was banned. But at the same time, I get why people don't want it banned.
I
don't think there's anybody that doesn't want it banned.
No, I think there is. Definitely there is.
So
if you think as well, if like Sword, Soul and Flunder come out, and then Destiny Hero comes out, and then say something comes back, say Colossus
We're
does
not
come
talking
back.
about you. That's such a retard argument. Because
It's not. It's only good because of the circumstances.
That's not the point. You trying to ban a card that's like in this format right now. You can't say you can't ban a card because of cards that might come out in like X amount of time. That makes no sense.
I don't want to play against Sword,
That just makes
Soul,
no
and Imperial
sense
Order.
because you're talking about the format
Dead
now.
that.
You don't not ban a card this format because it might not be as good next format. That's just not how it works.
No, I think
that's
you
why
do.
you have a bit like a ban list every format.
Alright, if you think before Tri-Brigade was clearly the best deck, or at least like top 3 decks, what deck played Imperial Order that was considered the best deck?
Virtual World.
That's the whole point. Oh, you
Virtual World didn't play Imperial Order.
I play Imperial Order. I don't play Tri-Brigade.
Yeah, I played Dragon.
No, I meant before Tri came out.
Probably
Well, not before Tri came out. Before Tri was good.
Probably lots of decks.
I think I found the
Dragon was playing it.
Dragon Link were playing it.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely.
Don't think it was side and he weren't maining it. I think he's fine in the side. Do you think he's fine in the side deck?
No, just
Do you know?
It's a stupid card.
I don't know, man. I don't think.
I think you need to like reread it.
Maybe I'm just reading my Pharaoh's original. I think. No. The better one. I realised after I said it. No, it's fine.
What about monsters getting banned? Would any that you think could possibly happen?
I think there's a few that could happen.
Bye, Zeus.
I think the one that gets talked about the most is Ben 10, but like if you look at people's ban list predictions, Ben 10 is usually the draw from who the one to ban Ben 10 or Ava. But like I think
Why are people so scared of that deck? It's dog shit.
Imagine you look at you come back to the game and you look through what's been banned recently. You see Thunder Dragon, Colossus, like all these broken cards, and then a little alien with a little water pistol. So
I'm pretty sure if Ben 10 does get banned, it's the first ever banned ritual monster.
I'd like to see a stat where, like, if they open combo, like full combo in a game, like how often that actually ends on like full unbreakable.
But when
I reckon it's about in 3%.
So we went to a tournament a few weeks ago in Liverpool. It was 7 rounds.
regional size.
Yeah, and I played Drotron. I didn't do terribly. I did X2.
I also played Drotron.
I summoned Herald of Ultimateness one time the whole day.
I think I saw it in my hand more times than actually on the field.
I think like to make a case for a card to be outright banned, you need to have solid statistical data of it shredding tournaments, and Drotron just doesn't
At all. But it's just not just. I do get like I think it's only like on the radar because like this format is so like slow that when you see this nuts combo deck that can be like a turn ending board, but it just doesn't like consistently enough for it to be like.
But then you just whisper the word draw and lockbird and you pass it.
I think VW
I think it
and
passes to like every hand shot.
I think VW and Dragon are both better decks than it.
Yeah, I mean, Prank's awesome.
Yeah,
It's weird how feared it is though.
But
It's like people siding the Alloy of Justice cycle.
it has the highest ceiling out of any deck, really, hasn't
But
it?
we got biased because we played it, but even so.
I don't think you're biased. I think you're
I
right.
don't even like play it anymore because it's that bad.
Like it's Brick City, it really is.
If anything, bring Benton back to 3.
What? Are we hitting Autogeist at all?
Shout out Owen Wilson.
So, like, for context, I don't know if it's the same where you're watching this, but in the UK, Autogeist have been doing quite well recently. So that Liverpool tournament we mentioned, 2 in the top
3
4.
were in the top.
3?
Oh, two in the top 3 were in the top 8.
In the top 8.
And what's just that?
The remote dual invitational.
There was a guys mirror
First and
match.
second, wasn't it?
Yeah, a guys mirror match. They were both like friends. They were playing identical list sport.
Was it Owen again?
Yeah, it was
Shout out Owen.
it was Owen and the guy that won Liverpool.
Yeah. Imperial Order's fine though, don't worry about that.
Can we shout out Ryan for coming 9th at Liverpool as well? That's so playing Ignis though. Playing Ignis 9th, man.
Terrible deck.
No, so I think Ben 10's fine. I think Zeus is going in the
Do
January.
you think Beatrice is more likely to get banned than Benton?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's with those, but I don't,
Especially
I don't know why.
because BA's became
Beatrice feels like it should have been gone a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Beatrice is much more easy to abuse in the future than Benton is as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%.
I think one of the bigger controversial ones is Dragoon.
Dragoon doesn't need to be banned.
Why are people scared of that card?
Wipe the dribble off your chin if you think Dragoon needs to be banned and grow.
I think that I don't think Dragoon needs to ban, and I just think it's terrible. But I think that if they want people to play Phoenix Enforcer, it makes sense to ban Dragoon.
In fair, I understand that argument, but I don't think they need to sell Phoenix Enforcer.
No, and that card needs to get reprinted and rinsed.
But again, in the same thing as well, I've never played Dragoon in any of my decks, but I think I'm going to play Phoenix Enforcer because I think the package is better.
Bricks.
Therefore, Dragoon
Bricks
doesn't
and
need to be
Dragoon
banned.
are like unplayable.
Yeah, they're literally vanillas.
What I really don't like about the Dragoon package is it's 3 bricks and then your Vert, which summons it. But with the Destiny Hero package, you've got 3 good cards, 2 less bad bricks than in the thing, and then you've got the Vert as well that can summon
You
it.
can even do some cool stuff as well. You run like the 3 Fusion Destiny instead of just the 1 ref, so you can actually like hard.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And you can, I've seen some lists as well playing like Mali and Denier in other decks because like if you don't know, the new Denier basically means so Mali isn't semi-limited anymore. So it's like, because Fusion Destiny locks you into Dark Heroes, you can combo afterwards into Dark Heroes.
And I think if you go into like long tournaments, like like 8 rounds a day and maybe 3 YCS size, like I think consistency definitely matters over power.
100%.
So, like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, it's like Dragoon's the perfect card, isn't it? Consistency over power. Arguably the most powerful card in a vacuum in the game.
and some people don't even want to play.
You can summon off 2
But
cards.
you have to play the Dark Magician, and no one wants to do that. Not even Dark
It's
Magician.
the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense.
To be fair, they probably do keep Dragoon. Sure. They probably do keep Dragoon to sell the new Dark Magician stuff.
I think it's just not a scary card. Really. Like, Zeus is just worse.
If you haven't
Isn't it?
played it, yes.
Dragoon is ulti before it's banned. Sector score prediction. Watch this space.
I can see Ultimate Dragoon, yeah. I think that'll be its reprint.
They look pain.
That would be
They don't
cool.
look good ball.
Who mentioned Zeus?
Me.
Zeus needs to go in the January ban list after they've flogged it on the tins.
I think it's such a horrible card.
Do you think there's a correlation between a deck being good and a deck being able to play Zeus? Because I think there definitely is.
I think it's like the worst.
Just raise the ceiling of a lot of decks.
I think Prank Kids is the only deck that doesn't play in the meta.
Drytron play it.
Everything plays it. Drytron, Dragon,
Dragon
plays
Link.
it.
Dragon, I don't think I've ever seen Zeus in Dragon.
You can play. It's not very good, but you can play it.
But
And we could play it.
yeah, I just think that
I suppose you could play in pranks with the Toad.
Well, to be fair, people were playing it with talents a while ago.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
So what do you reckon? Zeus banned?
I think it should.
It'll be the next.
It will.
It'll be the list after next. After the flogged ultra rare stickers.
I just don't know. Obviously, it just makes sense for them to sell the card again before.
Totally.
It just makes
It's
sense.
mad though, the amount of people who don't talk about it being banned, but maybe when like little Timmy's rocking up to locals with his sticker Zeus's and his Bulbo turbo deck, you want
The
it.
only people that like are hard convinced that Zeus would never get banned are the people that bought the Starlight one. And that's it.
Fact.
What idiotic buffoons?
Factual. I think it's probably the most poorly designed card I've saw in a long time. Actually.
Yeah.
Because the people that we know that have got Star Zeus's are both girls. So yeah.
I think something that's weird as well is that like I'm literally refreshing the OCG news all the time. I'm always looking for new cards.
OCG News, Trevor McDonald.
Yeah. So like, anytime a new card comes out in the OCG, I'll like know about it within minutes. Every time I see an XYZ monster, like I'm literally there refreshing it.
Moshi.
At work, I'm literally literally F5 in that thing until it shows me a new card. Every single Exceeds monster I see, I'm thinking, I can use this effect and then Zeus them.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it.
It's mad, isn't it? It's like, it's not even once per turn, not even once per chain.
Yeah, like, that's so mental.
It's unbelievable.
And then they've got all the ladder ones so that you can always put like 4 materials under it.
But anyway, onto the fun now. We've got rid of the chaff. The wish list. What do we want personally?
Are we going from semi first?
Ryan,
We'll go for unlimited first.
Ryan, if you're allowed to pick any card on the ban list to bring back to free, what are you picking?
Or limited. Or semi.
I think the Dangerous could come back to 3.
Yeah,
For Dangerous.
Totally.
It's 3 cards, not 1, but I think they could.
I think they can. They make deck building fun, innit?
Yeah,
they're actually fun to play with. Like
anything that adds a bit of variance, like I've recently got Dragon Link and I'm just making Chaos Ruler, and it's just like anything that adds that bit of variance. It's like what I was saying about Grasslook Screener, it's just variance in it.
I think as well, if you look at it in like if it was to actually happen and the Danes come back and they didn't hit Droidron, Droll's already in everyone's sides.
Well, imagine you draw on a suit.
What does it really
Yeah, it's
make?
horrible.
What does it really make? It makes like maybe an Appaloosa or semi.
You can make a rusty body.
Have you saw the thing that you can do with Destroy Phoenix Enforcer on about that card again? You can summon the Destiny Hero draw guy, make your opponent draw a card and then draw them.
No.
Oh yeah,
That's an insane combo as well.
It's funny.
What are you bringing back there? You can bring anything back to unlimited.
There's a lot of things that I'd like to bring back.
You just want to watch the world burn, though.
100%.
There's no single card.
If I'm going to pick one, it'd probably be something like Level Eater.
Anyway, moving on. But he cusses me for like not understanding the arguments. Okay, sure.
George, what would you pitch for your unlimited?
Just Sekker's Light or Goldsock. I want Goldsock because I just really want my Flunders to resolve.
I think it's probably like a good call because it's actually like it actually helps that deck.
It does, yeah.
Indeed.
So if you haven't already, we've got a video on Flunder on the channel.
You're
You can
such a
check it out.
floodgate flipper.
Yeah, schism flipper in.
But you can check it out. And basically, Goldsock lets you chain block your sort of Stratos on the Flunder, so it's very, very good.
Nobody cares and nobody's going to watch your video.
It's doing alright.
I decided to unlimit Harp, so I picked up Orcus like probably like 9 months ago, and every month I try and like play it like in a new way or whatever, and it's fucking shit.
Didn't you even like resort to putting it in the Ogdoadic stuff?
Yeah, I've
You brought all of that deck and then we played like 2 games.
This is the new version of
How much
Orcus.
did you spend on the Ogdoadic stuff for Orcus?
It was like £40 or £50.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Not as bad as the £90 new one.
oh my god, it's so terrible. Like, and I don't even think Harp makes it good.
It doesn't make
I
it
think
good, but it'll
we're
make it.
past Orcus.
Yeah, I do agree. It makes it like nostalgic. Let's pick it up again though.
But like
It needs both Mermaid and Harp back.
No, do you know what it needs? A new card that is in Gear City. A good card.
No, it just needs the good cards back.
Dark World
I'm
Corridor.
quite happy, like, let them take a Gear Suit back, like Konami just pretends and never make
Yeah,
it, and
cool.
have Harp back.
It won't evolve.
Gear Suit, pay that, oh, shit.
Second effect?
Semi-limited, has anyone got any cool semi-limited stuff?
I really want Infernacy Launcher. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I don't know, I don't think that deck's ever good with their Graph, but I think launchers.
I think there's a lot of stuff that's limited that could probably be semi. I've got loads of stuff on limited.
Go on then.
Scapegoat.
We were on about it just, yeah.
Is it Trickstar format? I think it's fine.
It's a free charade, isn't it? But charade's going to
Yeah,
be
but
also done.
I just think, like, yeah, it's powerful, but you can't really do anything on your own turn. Or is that all nothing in it?
It's quite balanced actually, like, as far as cards go.
Because it already had the errata, didn't it?
She's right.
No, did you get ratted?
It's always been that you couldn't use it.
Yeah,
No,
it's always been a
It's fucking
thing.
shit, isn't it?
I think there's just a lot of cards on the list that just don't even need to be on there anymore, but like...
Sorry to interrupt, Scapegoat makes me laugh. Scapegoat makes me laugh because you know goat format.
They don't even play 3, do
You know, they don't even play 3. You know now it's become so popular, people have realised it's not even the best deck in goat format. Dimension Fusion is.
So GOAT format is not GOAT format?
No.
Like,
But now they're trying to say it's the greatest of all time format.
yeah, that's what I thought it meant.
Yeah, hadn't it?
It wasn't even an acronym in 2005.
Yeah, but they can name it that name.
Well, they can.
Yeah.
It was known as Scapegoat. It was known as goat format because of Scapegoat, and it's not even the best
Oh,
deck.
back in the day, that's what people were saying.
Goat format.
That's a new term.
No, people
it's
didn't
not.
call it GOAT format at the time.
It's not
They
new.
call it-
Years later,
But it's not
Start
recent.
talking about goat
It's not
format.
recent. It's like in the last 10 years, genuinely. Because the format after is known as Reaper format, because Spirit Reaper was released.
Right, we're on tangent here.
Launcher.
Has anyone got any good semi limits? I think the 7 limited list is pathetic and they should just get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, malicious should probably stay on there.
I think that's
just
no.
It's just a holding pen for stuff that comes
Yeah, it's the malicious section. Yeah.
I think Mali's coming back, you know.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You quite think there's going to be an ulti Mali, don't you?
How many times are they going to make that mistake?
And I don't think
to be
ulti
honest,
Mali's
just-
Wait.
With the new Destiny hero, is free Mali even that much?
Well, you've got 3 Mali now.
But they've literally made a card that say the OCG got 4 Mali.
What?
Yeah, but they've also got 3 Max City. So.
Yeah, but
That's pretty insane, you know.
I've just brought the dangers back to 2 just because I didn't imagine.
We just love the dangers on the
I
channels.
think everyone does them now. Everyone loves that little snack.
So you got any sick limits?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I've got a couple coming back.
Go on.
I'm a trap to shoot back myself.
Actually, Trapdoor Shooter 1, I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, one of.
What would you rather-
in your side deck going
Okay,
first?
this is this is a discussion. What would you rather be Imperial ordered or trapdoor shooted?
Ordered.
Trapdoor shot.
Ordered.
No, rather to shoot.
Ordered. No, I'd rather be ordered.
I think I'd rather be dush shot.
You'd rather be ordered around your room, you
So you'd rather like... What deck are you playing though? Because it changes it, doesn't it? If you're playing Spellbook.
We went off on a tangent on the other ones. Can we just move on?
I said limited level eater for B Trooper because it's an insect, and then you just pissed on it by saying bring it back to 3.
You also said Max C for B Trooper though, so let's like...
I don't think all back I would. Fuck it, innit?
You know, if Maxi comes back, can I have your ulti?
Yes.
I think you can have one Z Mighty as well.
Yeah, I've got Zen Mighty. Best deck, man. Ban Hunter, Zen Mighty 3.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, even that, yeah.
Let's go.
Do you reckon anyone in the TCG will play wind-ups
I mean, I'd play it,
to win?
but no.
No, have you not seen what it can do with 3 Zen Mighty?
I imagine the combos are nuts, but I can't imagine it does a lot for in a beer room.
No, you make Appaloosa's 4th.
And then what?
And then you've still got Zen Maintenance, you banish Rat forget the new Rat effect. You end...
So what I was Magician Shark or...
Magician Shark, and I was ending on...
So you got Magician Shark, and then who?
No, I was ending on Appaloosa for 4, IP, not Savage, what's
I don't think you're doing that for him.
Promise, I showed you.
I don't believe you.
He's doing a lot of it. This is game.
You'd want Zen Mighty back, don't pretend you would.
What's your wish list ban? Wish list.
Missed it mine.
I'd happily see this.
I'll give you that.
Missed it mine. Goodbye.
It's just a gag.
It just sucks.
Utopia double. Goodbye.
Mine was this sold.
It's all... Do you know what? Yeah.
I think now Missy was like gone, and I'm not raging about dinosaurs anymore.
You got
the other card that just when it hits the field and I just leave the game, it's his soul.
There is a time in the future, you know, where we're sat around this table going, "His soul needs to go."
Yeah,
It's
just
definitely
limits the ability to
It's abusable.
put out new warriors.
I feel like there's.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does.
I feel like once you're summoning his soul, G,
Yeah.
I feel like you can summon his soul, and then someone could say, make. They could give you a list of like a board to make, and you could do it. Yeah.
I think it is nuts. It is bannable, but I also think it's very.
Yeah, like no good deck play.
It's only as good as the warrior pool, isn't it? And like Ryan said, it limits the warrior pool. So I think if a card's that warping where you have to dance around what types you can bring out.
I don't know. I just hate that. I just hate the cards that as soon as they hit the field, if you don't have an answer for it, you just lose. But that's what we're
Doesn't it like make you so underwhelmed though that you does it make you so underwhelmed now when they go into this soul combo and there's someone a Roaradon and then there's someone a Colt Wing?
No, it's not underwhelming, it's broken.
No, like upsetting, like you deserve more than
It's
this.
broken, but it's like get out of the past, man. Like, let's move on.
Imagine running Colt Wing in 2021.
Sad.
So yeah, as ever, you got any ban list suggestions? I imagine there's going to be some comments disagreeing with some of the things we've said, mainly me probably, but that's okay.
Yeah, let us know what you want banned, limited, or whatever your wish list would be. Shout out our affiliate, tcgaccess.co.uk, link will be in the description. Please buy some stuff so we can also do some stuff for a giveaway, that would be grand. And for all of you people that are watching that aren't subscribed, subscribe, man.
Buy some cards that you think are going to come back and do a sneaky on the meta.
Level 8 or Maxi, promise.
Sanctum out.